Hey everybody! I just did a video with two retros, and it looks like CSS Battle has resolved the issues that they had with today's loading, and this is sure fun. This is a fun one. What is it? It's the negative spaces of three capital I's. It's a bunch of blocks. What is the repeating motif that we can do here? Kind of a fun one. Okay, so I feel like I use borders to do shapes of a similar nature before. I feel like this wants to be 3 elements, but it could easily be more. It could be 9 elements. Let's make it 9 elements. That'll be fun. Why is it fun, Joe? I don't know, it just is. So the first 3 are the same. The second 3 are a little different. And the final 3 are the same as the first 3. So what are we gonna do here? I'm gonna need those margins. So I'm gonna put a background. And the first thing I want to do is, well, you're seeing the first things I want to do. Everything's going to need to have a height and a width. Bar. We won't do that yet. We know that B we'll have to make modifications for. Let's get the first 3 into place to start. Okay. What do we got? So we need more margin. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 35. Okay, and that width is 60, 70, 80, 90. And that height is way wrong. 20, 30. So they're 90 by 30. They have an aspect ratio of these top 3 have an aspect ratio of 3 to 1. Interesting. Okay, so let's display flex. And what's going to happen is they're all going to be in a line, and that's going to be fun. They're all in a line. And what about when I do a gap? I'm going to guess that it's going to be a 30 pixel gap, and everything is just going to stretch, meaning stretch or shrink, to accommodate that flex row. But we want flex wrap. Flex wrap wrap. That's the flex wrap wrap. And you'll notice that things got shifted, right? So that justification has changed because flex is doing its best to say, hey, well, these are, I'm doing my best here to align these things in a way that's pretty for you, buddy. And that's not what I want. I want a different height. So in this case, I'm going to do height, and I'm not going to, let's do a height of 90 and see whether that does what I want. No, it doesn't. So the question is, is the margins of the object having some role to play? Yes, it is. And now we just have the middles are the issue. So the height is that, the width is that, and I'm going to do, well, so the path of least resistance is a linear gradient. I could do borders here too, but a 90-degree linear gradient also does this very nicely. If I do the yellow and then the 50% and 0, and then I make it, what is that, 60 pixels wide. That does it. So that's a linear gradient coming from the side, starting at the top corner, top left corner, and that is 60 pixels wide and 100 pixels tall, but that's optional, and I think that's a match. Let's see what the score is on that guy. But yeah, you could do other variations of this. I'm inclined to variabilize this var h for 30, and then I can do dash dash h, and I can do this background. I can just put this into place here, and rather okay, and then put this in place here, seriously, and then have this color be a variable that defaults. So dash dash C is the 2 color, and I'm going to say var dash dash C or the orange would default to the orange, and then we get the same effect. And in fact, I think we can do this as transparent and have the same effect and lose the characters. So then that's the B element is just slightly different. It's got different CSS vars, CSS custom properties they call them. So that's good. 9 elements, many ways to do this one. Very fun, very enjoyable. If you ever drew in your notebooks patterns, I was a kid who did that often, and people find it very soothing to do that kind of thing. And I think a lot of my joy in conic gradients is thinking through my brain. Very satisfying to do that kind of work in my head, even if it's not remunerative, let's say. All right, have a great day. Thanks for watching.